X Factor and American Idol and shows like that where people um, you know um, are in a talent contest, or in X Factor it's always a singing contest. They have a screening process. Now, when you consider though who gets on there, you have to wonder what the screening process is about, because there's no question about it. They are allowing, at least on the X Factor, I know this for sure, they're allowing people who can't sing. Okay, you have people on there who get in there who get past two screening processes and they can't carry a tune. And so, why in the world are they on there? And apparently, they're on there so the judges, particularly Simon Cowell, can insult them. That's the whole purpose of allowing people on there that, they know can't even carry a tune. Now, an oddity about that show also is some of them have come out kind of weird, okay? Like, for example, Simon Cowell said that the worst audition was that of Rachel, I don't know what her last name is. I think it's Rachel Lester, um, who was that horror in Wales, who had a terrible attitude, was lazy, and very little talent. Now, I don't know that much intellectually about singing. She did come on there as oddly arrogant, and she even called herself lazy. She said she was unemployed because she was unemployed at the moment because she was lazy. And she might have been unemployed for some other reason, but she called herself lazy, appeared very arrogant, and then Simon Cowell starts, ripping her to shreds, which wasn't entirely deserved, because the thing about it is, unlike some of the people who come on there, Rachel did in fact carry a tune. She did in fact, sing pretty well. I'm not an expert, but she sang better than a lot of the people who go on there and obviously can't carry a tune. But anyway, he ripped her apart. Then she threw what amounted to a temper tantrum, in which she called the judges names and just basically made a complete fool out of herself. Later, she was asked about it and said that there were things that were going on in her life that put her in a bad mood, and that she's not sorry about it because, oddly enough, she got a lot of dates from men who apparently were intrigued by this oddity. There was also another show they did which is called, this woman, Katrina Darrell was her name. She came on there in a bikini, and she's often called Bikini Girl. Okay, now, as soon as she gets on there, she sang, and she could carry a tune. And Simon Cowell said, "I'll kick this off," and he said yes. And then Kara said, "Well, why?" He said, "Why not?" And the thing about that one was how the judges, you had Kara, you had Paula, and you had Randy and Simon, and the judges, the four judges, automatically divided along male and female lines, with the with them going onto sex stereotypes. Simon looked at the woman who was in the bikini, like he was a hungry shark and like he hadn't had sex in 10 years. And Randy was very complimentary toward her. Kara knew the danger of being the female who seems jealous of a younger, pretty female showing off her body. She knew the danger of it, but she came off as doing exactly that when she tried to tell Katrina that you're a lovely girl, but you don't have the chops to sing that song. And then Katrina said, "But your demonstration wasn't any better." And then it turned into what is kind of classically called a cat fight, with, Paula and Kara saying she was terrible, Simon and Randy being for her. But anyway, that show is entertaining, but it also is somewhat phony because they, that screening process should eliminate people who, like myself, can't carry a tune, but it doesn't. And they don't do it for a reason, because obviously Simon Cowell gets off on insulting people. And Randy, a lot of times when they get somebody on there, he'll start laughing, and he puts a paper in front of his face so he can laugh at the person without what? They know he's laughing.